Deadbolt installation. Part 1. Door preparation. Mark the door. The standard location of the deadbolt is above the passage set. The distance between the deadbolt and passage set should be large enough so that the deadbolt escutcheon does not interfere with the passage escutcheon. This can be determined in the following way. Measure from the center of the lever or knob escutcheon to the top of that escutcheon. Then measure from the center of the cylinder to the bottom of the deadbolt escutcheon. Add the two dimensions together, and then add whatever distance is desired between the escutcheons. For example, the deadbolt dimension equals 1 1/4 inches. The passage escutcheon dimension equals 6 3/4 inches. And the distance between the trims equals 1 3/4 inches. Thus, 1.25 plus 6.75 plus 1.75 equals 9.75 inches between the center of the deadbolt latch and the passage spring latch. If the deadbolt is being installed above the push and pull sets, make sure the deadbolt trim does not interfere with the push-pull trim. Now that the height has been determined, take the template enclosed with the deadbolt and fold the template on the solid line. If the door is beveled, place the folded edge of the template on the low side of the bevel, as shown. Mark the edge and face bores. Before drilling the holes, compare the trim to the marked holes on the door and confirm that there are no interference or overlap problems. Drill the edge bore without a boring jig. Drill the edge bore using a boring jig. Mark the faceplate. Insert the deadbolt into the edge bore. Line up the faceplate so that it is plumb and square to the door, and mark the outside edges of the faceplate. Chisel plate mortise. Chisel out the area marked for the faceplate to a depth of 5 32nd inches, or until the faceplate is flush with the edge of the door. Mortise faceplate with router. Chisel corners. Bore the face. The door prep specification sheets provided with your set will give the appropriate face bores that are compatible with your trim. After verifying you have the correct specs for your set and that the trim will fit on your door without any overlap or interference problems, the face bores can be done. Drilling from both sides of the door to avoid splintering the face is recommended when not using a jig. Bore the face with a boring jig. If you are using a boring jig with a blocking ring, the door can be bored all the way from one side of the door. Install the deadbolt. Slip the deadbolt into the edge bore with the cross hub down. And drill the pilot holes with a Vicks bit or any other self-centering bit. Next, attach the deadbolt with 2 screws. Part 2. Single cylinder assembly. Cylinder installation. Insert a flat blade screwdriver into the deadbolt hub and extend the deadbolt, keeping the tailpiece in a vertical position. Insert the cylinder through the deadbolt escutcheon into the deadbolt hub. The key must not be in the cylinder during this procedure. Hold the cylinder in place on the door. Mounting plate installation. Place the deadbolt mounting plate on the interior side of the door and attach to the cylinder with 2 long machine screws. Turnpiece escutcheon installation. Position the turnpiece vertical and slip onto the tailpiece. The tailpiece may have to be trimmed in length. The tailpiece should be long enough to fit into the turnpiece. If it is too long, the turnpiece escutcheon will not lay flat on the door. If the tailpiece needs to be trimmed, reverse step 1. Hold the tailpiece with a pair of pliers and cut to length with another pair of dikes. Using only one set of pliers can result in a broken tailpiece. Once the turnpiece escutcheon lays flat on the door, the escutcheon can then be attached to the mounting plate with the shorter machine screws. Check operation.